What if you just don't want to talk to the media? My tips for those unwanted, uninvited media requests coming up. Hey there everyone, I'm Tiffany Burns, news anchor and reporter turned media coach. I've been helping clients one-on-one for years, and now I'm sharing my strategies right here on this channel with new videos every week. Let's get right into it. That interview request comes in. Do you have to do it? No. Let me put it this way. Say there's a terrible, tragic event that happens right in front of a store that you happen to own. You didn't see it. You weren't even there at the time. You have nothing to do with it. So what's there to gain by agreeing to an interview? Nothing. In fact, it might even harm your business by negative association. When someone watches or reads this story in the future, and you know it's going to live on indefinitely online, you and your business will be in the same 2 minutes if it's a TV story, or the same article if it's in the newspaper, as this terrible, tragic event. You and your business will always be connected to it. So why do they want to talk to you in the first place if you have nothing to do with it? Right now, the reporter covering the event is in a race to be first. And your store, well, it's there. Maybe they've knocked on the door. Maybe they've talked to an employee. Maybe your phone number is right there on a sign out front. It could be so early in this event that the police haven't commented yet. Maybe people are still trying to figure out what happened. It's what they call a developing story. In TV news, the live truck shows up and the live hit is scheduled into the broadcast sometimes before the reporter even knows all the details. And they have live airtime to fill no matter what. So they'll be calling everyone they can think of. Of course, this is all just a theoretical. You need to analyze all the elements for your own particular situation before you make a decision. But if I was advising one of my own clients in this situation, I'd say, don't do the interview. Is it rude to turn down an interview request? No. You can always say no thanks to an interview, no explanation required. Of course, that's easiest to do by email. If a camera's rolling and there's a microphone in your face, well, that's a whole other situation. Then my firm advice would be to say nothing and just keep on calmly walking. Don't even say no comment, because in a situation that has nothing to do with you, that would be weird and it seems kind of defensive. Once you say something to a reporter, it gives them something to use. It becomes a soundbite in a TV story, and in the newspaper, it becomes a quote. There's always a chance that the TV news could use video of you walking and not talking, but if you have nothing to do with this tragic event, the chances of that are much lower. Unless you're mega famous, then all bets are off.
Hello?
Do you even have to respond to an interview request if you don't want to do that interview? Here's where a bit of strategy comes in, and it also depends on the request coming in either via a telephone message or an email. If you have a relationship with this reporter, maybe you've done interviews before, or you have potential of positive coverage in the future with this reporter, then it's always a good thing to be polite. You can always delay your response for a while, maybe past their deadline if you happen to know when their show comes on, or you know their deadline if they're a print reporter, and even delaying your answer for a while as long as you do answer in a nice email, well, you still seem polite. Sometimes the right thing to do is don't respond at all. There are a few situations where this could be the right move, but the main one is that if you know the news outlet wants to do a negative story about you and or your business. Just driving my hypothetical into the ground here, but say you're still that store owner, and somehow this terrible, tragic event that's just occurred is connected to you and or your store. If you don't respond to their interview request, then about the worst they can say is the store owner did not respond to our request for comment. Oh, and when the story is specifically about you and your business, then definitely avoid that person with the camera out front of your store, because then they're definitely going to use video of you walking, even if you're not talking. So how are your interactions going with the media these days? Let me know in the comments below. If you got value out of this video, give it a like and consider subscribing. New videos come out here every week. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I'll see you in the next video.